So basically, I'm in day 4 of water fasting. I didn't plan to do this fasting for 4 days or 5 days or 7 days, 10 days. I just had a little bit of inflammation, and I said, let's just do a 24-hour fast and see what happens. So I started with the 24 hours, and I started to feel good. Like, first day was bad, but then the second day I woke up in the morning and I was like, good, let's carry on and see if I can do a little bit longer. So then I hit 48 hours. So I started to feel a little bit of kind of, not heart palpitations, but more like heavy kind of chest, heavy kind of breathing. And I knew it because I done this in the past as well, and I knew right away that it's to do with electrolytes, obviously, and to do with your minerals in your body. So I started adding some salt. Oh, by the way, for the first 48, 50 hours, maybe more, actually 60 hours, I did it dry. Like, I actually took a shower, so that was that. But I did dry fasting for that amount. But I woke up on the third night. I woke up in the middle of the night, very, very thirsty. So I said, I was planning to kind of add water in the morning, but just because I woke up with such a thirst, I said, I have the water beside me, I'm gonna start drinking some water. And to be honest, when I woke up in the middle of the night, I was very restless. I was like, my body was like trying to keep me awake. So I knew it's to do with water, minerals. So I added a little bit of salt, like probably 1 or 2 grams of salt in a glass, in this glass. So I put a little bit of salt in the glass, and then I poured some water. I stirred, and I just drink. I sip, basically. I sip for like 5 or 10 minutes or something like that. And the body started to calm down. Cortisol, I suppose, went down, and I fell asleep. So I woke up the next day, obviously, and I got onto water fasting. So for about 60 hours or 65, 70 hours, I did it dry. Although I took a cold shower the day before I started, that night that I started to kind of drink water. So it wasn't fully dry, but it was dry for like more than 40 hours anyway. So then I started with water and salt, and it was heaven. It was like, everything started to kind of regulate. So I normally take pink salt. And so now, if I feel a little bit out of breath or something like that, I'll just add a little bit of salt with water, and that's how it is. That's how you kind of get back to being calm, and the body is not so stressed. So, like I said, I wasn't planning to do a long fast, but just because I started to feel better and better and better, I said, let's keep going. So now on the 4th day, and I'm feeling better than the 3rd day. The 3rd day I felt really good. So here's how I started to, like, 4th day was quite hard. Then the 2nd day was less hard. The 3rd day was much better. I was like, wow, can carry on with this. But now the 4th day is amazing. So I reckon it's like that because last night I had probably 3 grams of salt in water, and I sip, like I don't gobble lots of water at once. Like, I sip through the day, so I don't overhydrate, but I want to make sure that I stay hydrated, because you can, like, if you just drink just water, you can flush out your electrolytes, you can, overhydrate. So you just need to drink when you're kind of thirsty and add a little bit of salt, and that will just, So again, I'm on the 4th day, and I'm planning to kind of, today I'm feeling really, really good, so I'm planning to do another day. I was trying to do as long as I could, and as long as I feel good. I was trying to do 7 to 10 days or something like that, but my wife is kind of concerned because, I'm quite light. I don't do this for losing weight, or I'm just doing because I had a bit of inflammation, and I like to kind of repair, and fasting is really good for you. Now, I do fasting for a long time. I haven't done a long fast in probably a year, but the fasting cured my chronic fatigue and got me better with the vertigo. Now, I was really bad, as you probably saw my other videos, with chronic fatigue, and the only thing, I went to doctors for years, I took medication and all sorts, but the only thing that made me better was fasting. And I believe that fasting regenerates your body, strengthens your immune system, but it has to be done gradually. Like, you have to adapt your body into longer fasts. So you start with 24 hours, then you go to longer 48, then you go to longer 72, whatever, and then you can go longer. And some people do 10 days, some people do 20 and 30 days. The most we can go is probably 40 days. But if you try to, if you have problems with inflammation, arthritis, joint, epilepsy, if you try this under supervision of medical supervision, or someone that's already done this, then this has huge benefits. So leave a comment down below, and if you have any questions or any guidance, let me know. Thank you. And thank you for watching the video, and if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up or subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.